Hello everybody, so this is a requested video, this time about Christopher Wray. So the comment is, could you do a reading on Wray, the head of the FBI? Whose side is he on? Is he controlled by the White House or just trying to stay in the job? I want to see first what is his intention when it comes to Trump. Wait, you gotta see this. What you doing there, Karma? Okay, I'm gonna let you watch Karma as I shuffle the cards. Okay, so let's see. Christopher Wray. What's going on with him and Trump? Let's see from his perspective. What's his true intention? What are his thoughts, his feelings? Give us some clue what's going on with him. Okay, shuffle the cards. Alright. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. From outside. The High Priestess. The Sun. Okay. And the Knave of Swords. Okay. So, Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning. Something solid. It could be, in the last video, we had the Ace of Swords, I think, and these cards look similar. It's like a big book. We could see this as Mueller's report. So I think this in the middle, it's about Mueller and his investigation, his report. With the Sun here, exposing the truth, the light. With this Knave of Swords, I get like this an energy of anger, dissatisfaction, wanting to know, feisty. And it could also be, if it's from Trump's energy, it could be this rushing, this impatience. This can be an aggressive energy sometimes, so things are not well between them. With this Queen of Pentacles from him, this could be a woman, either supporting him or there's a woman involved somehow behind. There's a female presence here. And Trump, with the High Priestess, is trying to hide his secrets. He's trying to keep it hidden. He knows what he's done and he doesn't want anyone else to find out. So I don't think that he's in cahoots with Trump. I don't know about this woman though. Who is she? But there's a female presence that has some importance when it comes to Christopher Wray and Trump. Let me try to do it in a different way. I mean, like a different spread. The same question. What's the energy between Christopher Wray and Trump? Are they in cahoots? Is he with the FBI, or is he having some sort of a deal and agreement with Trump? Or let us know what's going on, what's happening. Okay. This is Christopher Wray, this is Trump. The King of Pentacles. Sometimes I see this as Trump. For Trump here we have Two of Cups, agreement. So trying to reach some understanding. Okay. Eight of Swords for Christopher Wray. Trump, the Knave of Swords. So yeah, like this is his energy. Impatient, aggressive, demanding, feisty. Six of Swords. Death. Queen of Pentacles again. And the Emperor. Alright, so we have here the King of Pentacles. I see this as Trump. Holding on to money. He feels trapped. He feels trapped by the situation. He doesn't really have control over things. With this Two of Cups, I could take it as Trump thinks that he has an agreement with this guy, and maybe they talked to some extent. The Two of Cups. They try to agree on certain things, but Christopher Wray cannot do his bidding, cannot fulfill whatever Trump wants him to do. And probably that's why he feels trapped. Trump is impatient, aggressive, has no self-control. He's reacting out of impulse and with a lot of aggressive energy. Here with the Six of Swords, So flying over to the others. This is like transition. In the traditional tarot, it's that you know, the boat crossing the river, sea, whatever, crossing water with a sense of loss and heaviness. So I could see this as a transition, the need to move away from something, but like feeling kind of defeated. I could take it that this is some woman, a female there, that he's trying to have an agreement with when it comes to Trump and whatever the hell they're doing. But he feels trapped. He cannot do Trump's bidding. I think like maybe they, at the beginning, when before he named him as the FBI director, they probably talked. Trump probably convinced him or tried to have some sort of an agreement with him. For sure, at least he tried. And this guy, I think he led him to believe that yes, he's gonna go with whatever Trump wants, but he can't do his bidding. He's trapped. He's not in a position where he has control over things. That maybe there are things that we don't see that they know of, just like Jeff Sessions. It's like I feel like they know a lot, and somehow maybe they know that Trump is screwed, and they can't abuse their power. They can't, because they would put themselves in a bad position. So that's why he feels trapped. He can't do Trump's bidding. Here, of course, with the Emperor, this means that he wants to be in power. He wants to be the Emperor and wants people to bow down to him and do his bidding. He wants to rule. He wants to be the supreme dictator. This is like Paul Ryan and the other dude, Mike Pence. And this is Trump. So Trump, clearly he's afraid of a big ending, a big bad ending, the death card. I like this card. See, like these big gates here, huge gates, and these are the people. They're small people crossing over to the other side. No turning back. Death. There's birds flying here. It's like crossing to the other dimension, whatever. So this is like the ending that he fears. And with the Six of Swords, I could take it as he knows that Trump is screwed, and that's why he can't act. There's like too much evidence. They cannot bury this thing. They're helpless. If he would try to save Trump, he's helpless. He can't. There's only so much he can do, so that's why he feels trapped and like transition. It could be Trump. He's aware of Trump's transition, or the transition where they will lose control and have to adapt to the new situation. So Christopher Wray, I feel like he has some knowledge of what's going on with the investigation of Trump, and he feels like he cannot intervene, he cannot make decisions, he cannot abuse his power because he would harm himself. And Trump is still relying on him, on whatever agreement he thinks that they made. This is his temperament, being aggressive, reactive, impulsive, angry asshole. And he fears this, the ending. He wants to be in power. So it's not like Christopher Wray is rooting for more or anything like this. It's just he's in a position where, although he's the director of the FBI, but he cannot abuse his power. He cannot do whatever Trump wants him to do without harming himself. So he feels trapped. He feels like he can't help Trump. And there's that Queen of Pentacles who's behind things. Who's trying to intervene somehow to influence things. Let's ask a few things about the woman. Who is she? Give us some clue about her. Let's make it from her perspective. What's her intention? Who is she? Well, not like the cards can give us a name, but more like details about her. Tell us something about her as a person, her intentions. Six of Swords, the transition with a sense of loss. The Chariot, trying to move on forward with her plans. Leave obstacles behind. Six of Wands. This is the victory card. Achieving something. Again, Eight of Swords. Trapped. And the Queen of Pentacles, we got her. So this is like a confirmation that there is something about this. She's preparing for a transition. She's probably one of those people who are in the shadows behind Trump. She probably knows that Trump is kind of fucked. So she's trying to make a new plan on how to survive this and how to adapt and to continue her agenda. The Chariot. Moving on forward. Leave things behind and emerge victorious. She also feels trapped. She also feels like she cannot go on with whatever plan maybe she had before. With this Eight of Swords, there's only so much she can control. So she's gotta figure out a plan on how to deal with things from now. She's preparing for this transition. This is the Six of Swords, the transition. Having to move on. Next phase. With the sense of loss. Like she didn't achieve something and that's why she feels trapped, and now she's trying to work on her agenda or whatever. It's like she's ambitious. She wants to get something. But her plans didn't work quite well. So now she's assessing the situation and she's preparing herself for the new plan. Plan B or whatever. The new direction. Just trying to keep on top of things. So it could be Mercer, it could be, or if not Mercer, I don't know, something like this. Some person who's behind the scenes, who has some understanding with Wray, Christopher Wray, and let's see what can Christopher Wray expect after the midterms or in the future. What can he expect in the future? Give us some clues. The Magician. This guy. The wind here is like the inspiration that comes. and he creates. He writes, he's creating, he has the tools, he has his mind, his tools here, everything that he has to, and everything that he needs to create. Magician. Ace of Cups. I think this is, again, we could see this as Mueller's report. Let's see. We have the Five of Wands. This is tension, fighting. These people, there's like fire between them, like battle. I think these guys are battling with magic powers or something like this. So this Five of Wands is about conflict, tension, sparks. So it will be tension, it will be a lot of conflict. Trump will lose his shit. Ten of Wands is, this guy is trying to get out of this hellhole here. This monster. He's exhausted. It's too much. He's trying to save himself. Like a lot of pressure. Trump's probably gonna pressure him. And the stars. The star. Let's see. Okay, so I think this guy's gonna be fine. With the Magician card, I take this as it could be. Sometimes I see this Magician as an energy of potential. It's like maybe he will have it's like maybe he will be faced with choices and there is still potential for him to choose one way or the other. It's like he's not manifested yet, but it has power to manifest something, but it depends on him, on his mindset at that time. And I could also see the Magician card as the manipulator. Trump is trying to manipulate him, and maybe it's not just Trump, and it's like even more people that are trying to put some sort of pressure on him. There's a lot of fighting here, and sparks flying around in all directions, and he's trying to keep it together. It's a bit too much, overwhelming, but with the star card, I feel like he will be okay after. I see like maybe find some sort of a way to save himself. The star is like hope. It's the card that comes after the tower. It's the card that comes after like a rough time. So in the future, I can see this as there is still potential for him to choose one way or the other. He will go through a rough time. Like they will try to put pressure on him to do certain things. They'll maybe try to manipulate him, but somehow I think he's gonna pull through. Okay, let me draw one more card. Temperance. See this person here? She's giving just enough to everyone. Like everyone with their balls, they're like waiting their turn. And I could see this as keeping them in control. Maybe the zombie-like people here are the people behind the scenes who are trying to have deals, to have arrangements, agreements, and he's trying to keep it under control. He's trying to keep them somewhat satisfied, but also maintain his balance and maintain his, and not endangering himself in his position. So I think this guy, Christopher Wray, does have some sort of an agreement with Republicans, with these people that are behind the scenes, that are behind Trump. But he cannot do their bidding completely, and he's trying to give them enough, but also not to endanger himself and put himself in a bad position. I think he's more like in cahoots with the Republicans, but he cannot compromise to the extent that maybe they would want, because he would harm himself. He's not willing to abuse power to satisfy these people. So that's why I get this feeling from this like control, keeping them, promising them certain things, giving them like a little bit to keep them calm, like giving them something, but just enough as to not lose some sort of control. Let's do one now and ask, what does he really believe about Trump? What does he think about Trump? What does he feel about Trump? What are his intentions with Trump? Give us some clues. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Seven of Swords. Yeah, no shit, this is Trump, like the thief. Three of Cups. Five of Wands. With this Three of Cups, I get like the people that he has agreements with, and it's not Trump. Like this guy here with the backpack is like passing through and he's being invited to join the party. These are probably the people behind the scenes who are inviting him to, hey, join our group here. Let's try to welcome him and try to get something from him. So he is having some sort of agreement with other people other than Trump, that are around Trump, that are behind, that are maybe even trying to manipulate Trump into passing their agenda. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they planted the seeds and they're like waiting for results. And it's also, I can see the Seven of Pentacles as waiting to see what happens with Mueller and with everything, because he does not have control over certain things. There's only so much that he can control. So it's like waiting to see how things go, what they can get after this whole thing. With the Seven of Cups and the Seven, look, 777. Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and Seven of Swords. This is Trump, the thief in the night. You know, this, it's like in the traditional tarot is the guy with the swords hiding and sneaking up at night. So is this guy is sleeping with a gun, and this is the thief trying to break in without his knowledge. So it's like Trump trying to get away with shit. The cheater. And this is him with the Seven of the This is the card of illusions, delusions. Look, you see this city here in the sky, it's in the clouds. This guy here smoking his pipe. So I see this card sometimes as manipulation, seeing something that is not there or showing something that is not there. So he's kind of trying to play Trump. He's trying to manipulate Trump. There's a lot of tension. 5 of Wands. So what I can see from these cards when it comes to Trump, like what he thinks of Trump, he's not being honest with Trump. He's in cahoots with the people behind the scenes, behind Trump, with the probably Republicans, like Mercers or something like this, who have an agenda to push. So I think like this with the Republicans and all this shit is like they're all manipulating each other. They're all trying to get something of each other. It's not a love relationship between us. It's not a body-body relationship. It's what I can get from you. What do I get from this? So it's like a compromise. And this Christopher Wray, I think he has agreements with other people behind the scenes, but I don't feel like he will act against the FBI, or maybe he will still have the power to make some sort of decisions, but I think that he's gonna save himself. He's not gonna compromise himself for someone else. So I think if he's put in a position to do something that will later damage him, I feel like he will not do it. He will not compromise himself to help Trump or other people. He's trying to survive this without being harmed. Okay, so this was the reading about Christopher Wray. Maybe later we'll do some updates. We'll see. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all your donations and all your support. It means so much. So thank you again, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.